This is Jamey from Stonemaier Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in Block and Key. This is the sleeve for the fancy box. Oh, I like that gold foil reflecting here as I'm showing this. Yeah, Block and Key, my favorite mechanism in this game. So this is a game where you'll actually use the box, and let's see if I can show you what this is going to look like. You'll use the box to create a 3D structure on top of which you will be placing some blocks. So the bottom of the box kind of operates as the base. So this will go with the base, and you'll build this tower up, this 3D structure. And over the course of the game, you're gaining blocks from this area and some cards from this area, and you're placing those blocks. It's like you're excavating them from down here, and then you're placing them on top of the upper level of this this construction. And the blocks themselves feel great. I don't know if you can hear that as I do that, but they feel, I'm not even quite sure what they are. I'm assuming they're resin, but they almost feel like ceramic bathroom tiles. They're really weighty and heavy. I really like these tiles. So you're gaining these tiles and you're putting them on the board itself. This is actually the starter tile. So you're putting them on the top layer of the board. And you're doing so in the hopes of completing goals from your own perspective. So you are looking from the board from one perspective straight on. And if I have these cards, for example, I am trying to see from my perspective these colors and shapes and these configurations. There can be other things around the exterior, but I don't need to worry about them. I just need to be able to see these configurations as shown here. The really cool thing about this, in my opinion, is that these cards can rotate. It's just a clever little twist, but I really love that they didn't say, okay, you need this exact orientation. Rather, you can adjust this as you wish. And I would say it's particularly important for cards like this, because physically, for example, you need some other tiles underneath here, but it might be a little bit easier to just have a tile underneath there. And then have these tiles in that orientation. Or you might see this. And so constantly when you're drawing these cards, you're kind of drawing a card and then looking at the board to see, and let's see if I have a picture of this. Yeah, and this one kind of shows you what the board will end up looking like over the course of the game. You're constantly looking at the board from your angle to see, is this already there? Like, can I already see this? Or how close am I to getting that? And you're kind of turning the card to see, okay, is that it? Is that it? Can I find this somewhere out there? Especially as the game evolves, those shapes, those colors might already be out there on the board. So I just love that you're allowed to rotate these cards in a game where you only have one perspective that matters, that you can actually rotate these goals to figure out the best way to complete them or to see if they're already completed on the board itself. That is my favorite mechanism in Block and Key. I really, really love that mechanism, that flexibility of the cards, that you can rotate them, rotate the orientation. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you played this game, or if you played a game where your perspective really, really matters, but the game still gives you a little bit of flexibility as to what that perspective means, let me know in the comments below. Thanks.